I'm just kidding. I love it. I love expanding rivers.
Yeah, I love it.
Let's just expand it further.
Dag nabbit. This would have been nice if, yeah, maybe game 1, if this was Rora's.
Yeah.
Or sorry, if this was the map in game 1, maybe Rora could have recovered.
Yeah.
Expanding rivers.
So now they can take that into note. All right, Flying Clouds messed us up.
But Flying Clouds was so fun.
It is.
Flying cows is actually pretty cool. Like, I just said flying cows. Flying clouds is pretty cool.
Not too cool. That's scary. Like 400-pound animals in the sky. Like that's.
The funny thing about it, though.
I want my beef on my plate. Not.
That's true. I'm sorry, but I know we have like a cloud cam, and it's
Yeah.
just funny because like the heroes themselves just like stand straight up.
Yeah.
There's no animation. They're
Yeah.
just like.
It's hilarious, but when you're on it, again, folks, you could attest to this. If you played with a Flying Clouds enhancement, it's high octane. It's intense. Like, oh, I gotta get back in.
Yeah, it is. They gotta add an animation to the heroes for that. Now, jumping to the draft here.
I am not the only one.
We're done with the first phase, so there's the Phobias. So Lancelot's still open. The YSS as well. We can still see this. But the difference here is they took out the Baksha.
Yeah.
So there's no Baksha. Rora decided to go ahead and ban that out. So
Wait,
do they just want to go with Lancelot?
do they steal the the Zushin, and then allow for the Zushin Lancelot trade however it goes? Because Zushin's open because of the way that these two teams have banned.
Ah, that's right. And wasn't it Yue on the Jushin?
Who scored a Savage?
Scored a
Savage.
Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it.
And she'd be pretty good in the expanding rivers, right? I mean, like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, like
She's good on the normal map prior. She's still good here.
she's gonna be good all the time.
Although she did get nerfed.
My life.
That's why they picked the Harith too.
Wow,
Because
Harith.
Harith was also left open.
Okay, Harith first pick.
Something to note, the Zushin now cannot choke and slam heroes consecutively. If you got hit and got max butterfly stacks, you get like an immunity window.
Yeah,
How long is it?
I need to double check on the numbers, but in a team fight, it'll rarely happen that you get slammed back to back.
That's pretty big, though. That's like a big change.
So there's an interval now between the last time and the next time you could actually
Save my
get
nation from falling
lifted
apart.
up again.
We're gonna see it in action.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, so if you're just by yourself and the Jushin is there and she's like flaring you,
and then you get slammed.
and you get brought back,
Yep.
Yeah.
you get immunity?
There is a time. Yes. There's an amount of time wherein you cannot get slammed again.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Because there
It
used to be a way for you to
do
land
it
2
over and over
consecutive
again,
stacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what they changed.
Okay, well, I mean, she's still going to be strong. Jushin's still strong, but that is a pretty big change here. Rora, they're going to go with the Kalea. It's open, Lancelot 2. This is actually, mind you, by the way, I'm pretty sure statistics still are true that Domikite is the best Harith right now in Season 16. Pretty sure he's had the best statistics and also winning rate on this Harith, specifically in that gold lane. So he gets his hands on that. Also, you get a Kalea that's been banned out time and time again, but now that's in the hands of Light. And of course, Demonkite still gets his Lancelot. So for Team Falcons, do they pick up an XP laner here, or do they go with? Okay, they are. They're going to go with the Esmeralda to deal with those shields that are going to be coming through.
This is XP lane, right? Because we've seen so much in the past 2 weeks, 4 weeks of like heroes going into very interesting
Different
lanes too. But this is probably going to be the EXP, although we still don't know what Aurora is going to pick up for themselves. And Falcons right now are just banning out mid lane heroes. So they took out the Farsa instead.
Am I flubbing right now? Wait, why can't I find it anywhere in the patch notes? This timer that we're talking about, or are we both Mandela affecting?
Are we? Because like I just scrolled past the video explaining how to do the double.
Sand rises.
So you recall this not being in the game anymore, right?
Should we?
I'm looking at the patch notes. It's not here.
I'm not looking at the patch notes.
I'm running through it, and why did we both agree that it's a thing?
I will try it now.
Wait, unless it was an advanced server thing.
That too.
Because the advanced server also has changes that we could have sworn was going to come in Project Next. But let's talk about the draft here first. Brigida right now whipped out her.
Got him lined up in my sight.
Whipped out her.
Why do I feel like we're Mandela?
What are you searching
No,
for?
it might be an advanced server thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So it is.
She's still trying to find it out.
Because I'm...
All right, quick recap. Falcons are attacking Aurora's mid lane. Aurora has yet to pick anything. Selena is still out in the wild. Is that right?
Yes, Selena's still there. Unless this is going to be, I don't know if it's actually going to be banned out here. Obviously, the Rora doesn't have to.
Yep, it is an advanced server thing.
Is it?
Yep, can confirm. So this is still raw, unadulterated Zushin.
We were too excited because of everything happening in the project.
We weren't wrong.
We weren't wrong.
Okay.
It's just that we're not right yet. Thanks to my good friend Ray, by the way, just checking in.
Shout out to Ray Ash.
Double check. So this, alongside a couple of other advanced server changes, are pending.
Yeah, because I could do it here.
Yeah, anyone can access the advanced server, by the way. There's a notice in game right now.
Yeah.
In your inbox, in case you wanted to check.
I've actually never accessed it. I've always just wanted to be like
in the current.
In the current.
Live in the now.
Live in the now, not about the future. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, this is still
Presence
OP.
of mind, Brigida.
Yeah, this is still OP. Maybe not OP. Savageable, Skypiercerable Jushin.
For sure.
That we're seeing here.
For sure.
Because I think even the mid laners agree that the Skypiercer really does a lot in terms of how they're able to perform nowadays.
Only when you're ahead.
Yeah.
Only if you have like 1,500 to throw.
Yeah.
So how does this answer then
What's
by
the
Rora?
EXP lane for Aurora?
And what does UI do?
You still have a glue.
Oh.
Glue.
You still have a Selena. But I just don't know if that's enough of it seems to be...
Kimmy?
No, Kimmy's banned.
Oh, Kimmy's banned. Yeah, Kimmy's banned. Last ban. Oh man.
Yeah.
Eve?
Urano.
Okay, so classic matchup in the XP lane, and it's a debut pick, but it's not a debut pick for UA. This is guy made Sicilian in season 15. He was him.
And 14.
And 14, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I like it. The Selena sure wins you the map, but you don't need to win the map with expanding rivers anymore.
Yeah.
Because dudes are just gonna wipe out your traps like that. I like that it's a Sicilian, especially since they have the Uranus to back it up with to watch him up front, and the Kalia.
Okay. What is the last pick for Team Falcons? What is the play in the gold lane?
Granger,
Harith,
Claude.
This just might be a
Maybe
Granger.
range would be a great option.
my buddy.
Oh, Claude.
Maru.
Claude Purify.
I like to see Marco smile here when it's locked in too.
Something tells me this Claude is maybe, if not 100%, close to it.
Yeah.
Today,
For Marco.
Yeah. Oh.
For Marco in general. So this lineup, I don't know, man. I guess I really like what Rora has here. I think they've got great crowd control. They've got great damage. I mean, a lot of it is magic, you know. But Lancelot's pretty good there for the physical department.
Right before we jump into the map, before we see an XP gold switch. I don't know if the game allows for that anymore, but there was a time in the meta game, I'd say somewhere in the Age of the Crown to Triangle of Power, wherein if you had an Esmeralda in your draft to specifically attack a Harith,
Yeah.
you would switch it. Like in the early game, you don't mind.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of purifies too, by the way.
Rora learned, bro.
Rora learned, but Team Falcons got 3 also, man. They have 3 of their own because they know that they got to deal with the Kalea as well.
That's a lot of Purify.
It's a whole lot of purify.
Okay. I remember that time though, like there were so many switch ups happening in terms of the lanes. I feel like there were even Angelas
Welcome
going
to
the
Mobile
EXP lane
Legends.
back then, switching up, but it seems to be pretty standard still. Like for the laning phase, at least, of these two teams. They don't switch up the Esmeralda and the Claude.
Yeah.
Nope, don't happen.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Too much of a gold loss, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, not happening yet. Looking at the emblems here too, pretty mostly standard, of course. UA's only one with the Wilderness Blessing. We're playing in that over on the other side. Team Falcons, like I said, I think part of the difficult part here for Rora is to get out the purifies where they need and then follow through off of that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, early action already, but Light will be fine.
Interesting to look at Falcons. Flap is the only one with Wilderness Blessing.
Yeah.
So he's going to pull the same doubles he did in Game 1 on that CC.
I mean, I'm hopeful that that is gonna be what we're expecting again, since it's a Uranus Esmeralda, that we just don't like stay in this lane.
We're hoping he gets out of that lane quickly.
Yeah.
I think that, like, the expanding rivers alone will change that, you know, where it's like there was a time when XP laners just chilled in the lane, you know. I mean, that's already been pretty different for a while now, but now with the expanding rivers, you can go ahead and rotate into these objectives first. But with these kind of lineups, especially because, you know, for Rora, it's like if they couldn't get that first blood, then part of this is, again, waiting for that level 4 to be available. Light doesn't have it just yet. Neither do Team Falcons. Turtle's coming up here, though, so we'll see. I wonder if even are they even going to rotate? Oh, they're going to go for Edward.
They go for Edward. They burst him down, but he still survives. He doesn't even... No, he did use the Purify. So that's one. They took away the Purify from Edward, but he still gets this level 4 and decides to join the fight.
Oh, look at the gold laners go at it, too.
Okay, so everyone will be joining here. Sanguine Claws lands onto View. Double man knockup, but there's the Crimson Beacon. View is able to reposition, but Edward gets first blood. But either way, Kyle TZ actually secures the objective. Flap TZ also finds the kill onto Demon Kite, and Edward might fall next. He somehow gets to walk away safely, and Ogwen nearly falls, but Super Marco deciding to provide some help, has enough damage, and will actually clean up the other members of Aurora.
All right, at the end of the day, Falcons wins that trade. Again, 3 to 2 kills plus the turtle. And is it just me, or did Kyle TZ throw that boat alongside the Retribution? That seems to be what he did.
Yeah, and it secured him the turtle. And I gotta say, great job from Super Marco, man. We were talking about, what, Doming double? The double Doming? Well, right now
it's not.
It's Super Marco doing it.
Yeah.
It's a Super Marco super step.
It's a super Marco.
Whoa. They had a...
Super step.
Super step.
That was a small super step.
Super step.
Thank you.
There we go.
Super step.
All right, so looking at how the map has recovered and how Falcons are using this small lead, it seems like they're not letting off of supporting Marco. Yes, Marco is self-sustaining, and he can just get out of the lane much faster than the Harith, but you never know. Without the Mount Shocker, the Lancelot and the Kalia could be hiding in these random bushes.
Look at his lead, too. I mean, Super Marco off that kill and the assist that he got.
The 100.
Yeah, he's got a nice little bit of a lead against Doming, but Doming, like I said on the Harith, you're going to expect him to just go 1v1 with Marco, even if he's down just by a little bit. So leading into this, again, I think it's just going to be objective-based fights, really, with both these kind of compositions. So you have to kind of start to look at how Team Falcons continues to play on this lead they've built up for themselves and how they position into the objectives coming up, because we're back on this top side of the map with Turnal coming up here. So the positioning is going to happen. I think we might even see Doming have to be forced to rotate alongside Super Marco if this actually breaks in, because you can already see it happening here.
And that's a difficult thing, is he's not that fast. He's not nearly fast enough.
Yeah.
Even with these expanding rivers, Marco will still make it there much faster. There's the Mount Shocker.
So it's great that Falcons are actually able to hold the pressure so well, but that was a flicker that did not connect onto Kyle TZ, but still Aurora are trying to look for the fight. But the sustain in the members of Team Falcons is just too much. That was enough time for Aurora, however, to already secure the objective for themselves. Dominkite, as you mentioned, finally joining the fight here in the middle lane as well. But Flap,
Marco?
no amount of sustain could deal with that, and Super Marco again with the clutch, blazing duet. Nearly finds the trades, but Aurora was prepared to deal with it just the same.
That's a charged attack by Kyle, missing. Close call. I think Falcons were looking for the perfect moment. They were trying to find the perfect layering, which then instead led to Aurora pulling the trigger much faster and starting the fight. I'm wondering what was going on in that gold lane, because I was looking at the turtle fight. I was looking at mid, but how come Dominkite left the lane first? Was the farm that good for Marco that he could not let it go?
Yeah, what happened was Doming actually knew that Marco wanted to rotate up. He did this, like he did some damage to Marco, and then the wave was still there. Doming went up, Marco was a little bit less health, and then he came late.
He's been doing this for like the entire laning phase now. Whenever he sees Super Marco, he just uses the Zaman Force, tries to make him recall, and it's different from Flying Clouds because it'll take more time for Super Marco to get back.
So he used nature and history's most useful tool, violence.
Violence.
He just hurt Marco
Basically.
to make Marco rotate fast.
Okay. So they get that tier 1 down. First one of the game. A lot of these fights have been just breaking out, but it's Rora now that shifted things in their favor. They got this 1.3k gold lead. They got the first turret down. Eyes set on the rest of the map. If they can go ahead and push up top too. Demon Kite's working in that. So Turtle spawning up here on the other side now. Both teams have one in favor for them. We'll see which one gets the third turtle.
Oh.
This might be different though this time around. I mean, Marco's still holding on to a very minor gold lead against Demon Kite, but he's gonna have to join this fight. I don't think they can win these without Marco.
Nope, they can't. They need him at best. Late entry.
Yes.
There's the Mount Shocker. Turtle at half.
Okay, there's the Lantern Flare already committed onto Edward, but that's the Uranus. Again, enough time was bought for Demon Kite to just secure the turtle. Super Marco forced to use the Blazing Duet and the Purify to try and escape out of that. That's the Purify from Flcn as well, just trying to chase after Demon Kite, but the sustain is enough. Demon Kite finds the kill, and that will be Ogwen down 2.
Curious why Falcons, despite Marco getting bullied out of that fight, forced to use the Blazing Duet defensively, still kept up the pressure. Is it all to defend this tier 1? I mean, they were going to give it up anyways.
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing. And you got to admit that Rora does such a good job at zoning out the right targets if they have to, or playing defensively if they have to. This is just crazy, by the way, that Uranus is able to do this, man. Like, okay. You can't. Hey, Team Falcons was tired of it too.
Yeah, you could see the reaction from Edward. He stayed a bit too long.
Limit testing.
In that position, right in front of Kyle TZ. And there was no hesitation whatsoever from Team Falcons. They needed to, or they wanted to take anything that they could, any kill, any trades. And fortunately for them, this is still somewhat a 3k gold lead. That, again, the patch is helping teams catch up to.
Yeah.
But what they do from this point onwards is definitely going to play a huge role, because time is ticking for them too. Like, this is the Sicilian we're talking about. Yue just keeps getting all those stacks in, and this is why we mentioned that he made a name for himself on the Sicilian.
You know what? The only real way Yue will get caught is if his team gets wiped out. As it is, he's so good at keeping himself safe, playing with the space, that everybody else, what they're doing, just amplifies that technique, that knowledge of the space. And, oh my god, LG!
Oh, lands onto Edward, doesn't land on Demon Kite, however, and still has the Purify. And now Flcn is the one who's forced to use the Purify instead. Super Marco, look at the damage. Forces Aurora to somehow walk away, but that's a Conceal 2 used by Aurora. They might want to go for something. Oh my goodness, all the while that was happening, Demon Kite was just working on the Lord. That's the Tsunami Slap committed onto Kyle TZ2. How did that happen?
What? I mean, is that just how far ahead this lineup Rora is?
I think the camera did us dirty. It panned over as soon as Kyle got caught. And we couldn't see exactly how that engagement was found, but it looks like light used a flicker, so that's how. That explains it. Oh my god!
They find the kill on Demon Kite though. It seems like Falcons will definitely be forcing this, but can they up against Demon Kite, who just simply looks for all the punctures? AOG out, Few the only one left. Kyle TZ gets back, but no one else is there anymore.
Oh man, Demon Kite. Just the pressure with this Lancelot, you can see why it's so good, so much. Still, the amount of damage you can pump out, they get the middle base turret down. Are they going for the end?
Sanguine Claws. Just how aggressive can Aurora play this lineup? They're 6k ahead, almost 7k. And they have all the tools that can soak up the damage, that little bit of damage that can come in from Falcons. At this point, they have the range that can also answer back from afar.
Brigitte, the answer is yes. But also another question to bring up is, does Falcons have the defensive items? Oh god!
Sanguine Claws into the title strike. Multiple layers of crowd control just converted into kills for Demon Kite. And now the Lord gets access to the base. Blazing to it by Super Marco, but he will just try to prolong this a little bit more, because Aurora, they will even out the series for tonight.
We're going to another game 3 here. Did they have enough defense? The answer was no. Rora comes in swinging in game 2.
It's a rule of MLBB nature that if you have a Sicilian and you're up, what, past 5, 6K, you're out of the danger zone. You're fine, and it's up to your opponent if they have the answer. And looking at the draft, now more in hindsight, the Claude wasn't ready just yet. The Claude was one of the few answers to the Sicilian. And even then, I think Yue was on his way to building a Winter Crown, so that would have been an answer too.
It's just deadly, man. I mean, you saw those team fights where the last couple team fights that we saw, even if it was like a 3,000 or 4,000 gold lead, it was like the full force of Team Falcons versus 4 members of Rora. And they were able to hold their own, if not sometimes even win those fights and get flapped down, or, you know, any of those tankier members of Team Falcons. And it just was like, it allowed Demon Kite to do his thing around the map, securing the objectives, and then led into this. But here we go. MVP, of course, Yue on the Sicilian. We talked about in the draft how Yue brought this hero to light in 14 and 15. Seasons 14 and 15, especially in 15. He was one of the very few people to play it. Still has it here in that hero pool of his, 2-0 and 14. My goodness. And I don't even know how many stacks he had, but he was hurting.
I love how he respected what Falcons brought to the table and did not do the greedy route of building Skypiercer.
Yeah.
He instead went Boots, Glowing Wand, Lantern, and then Bob your uncle. There's no turning back. Like, this was maybe 1,000 or so away from a Holy Crystal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And he was on his way to just taking over the game. This is what you look to if you want to play Sicilian in ranked games. The draft on Falcons, yeah, even in that mid-gate lane matchup, like that Zushin, no matter how strong she is, no matter how unfettered she is in the current patch, like she hasn't been touched in a nerf in a while, there was no one to answer this Sicilian. It literally was just on Marco.
I mean, even the Howl mentioned how you should hard counter the mid lane matchup, and everything just seemed to be perfect for a Sicilian to be drafted in this lineup, because even the early pick on the Esmeralda in a way limited some of the options in the EXP lane, but the answer from Aurora wasn't necessarily to win against it, so they just tried to find a way to manage it. And again, this is such a common matchup in the EXP lane, this Uranus Esmeralda. We've seen it time and time again, and Aurora just settled with that because it was in the other parts of their lineup, or in the other parts of the map, that they decided to invest a lot more of their other things on. And even independently, like, they did not need to worry about the EXP, that's a given, but even the gold, because like the way that Kite played the gold lane,
yeah,
he was able to handle it all by himself.
There's a reason why I said in the draft, like when he locked in the Harith and it was the first pick, it's like Kite is I'm pretty sure he's the best Harith right now in season 16.
88% win rate. This now brings it up to 9 and 8.
9 and huh?
With this win, he's 9 and 8.
He's 9 and 8.
Yep, 9 picks, 8 wins. So
My goodness.
That puts it at about 89, 90%.
89. Yeah, and so I know Renmar's shared this like sentiment. When you see Kite pick up the Harith, like, you know that there's a good chance they win. And like part of that also is if you look at the way Kite plays, not just in the gold lane itself against Super Marco, where he's very aggressive, but even when it comes down to the team fights, like Kite knows that limit of being able to play up front, being able to kind of wait a little bit to pop that Zaman Force or not. And again, it was just all set up really well by the rest of the team of Rora, and that's what's worked for them so well. I mean, look at this. This is an 11-minute game. Like, this was so fast. Like, it snowballed so fast here for Rora to take game 2.
Yeah, I think this is one of those Aurora gets the early game and you could barely snatch it away from them anymore kind of games. And I feel like if you're Team Falcons, you need to prepare yourself for that and not draft a lineup that could be very dangerous if you don't get to play at the same level in the early stages of the game. Because this lineup clearly takes time.